It's Mr. Nice Guy checking in on All Hallows Eve, and I have a story to tell you. Ha 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 ha! Sit back and relax, and hopefully I won't scare you to death. Ha 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 ha! Let's begin. There once was this girl named Stacy. Very young girl, 11, 12 years old. And she lived with her mother. Father was deceased, and they were very poor. And Stacy was a happy young girl. And she was very excited about an upcoming event. Halloween night, the school was having a dance, and Stacy was going, but the only problem was she had nothing to wear. And only money she had was $5. Stacy, desperately seeking some type of outfit to wear, went to town the day before Halloween and was walking around and come across the thrift store, local thrift store. And she looked in the window, and a beautiful white dress with lace all over it, beautiful dress. And she really loved it. She said, "That's just my size." So she went in, and there she seen her friend Bridget, who was working behind the counter. And she said, "Hey, Bridget." And Bridget was sitting there reading a magazine. She said, "Bridget, I would like to check on that dress and see how much it is, the one in the window on the mannequin." And Bridget said that she had just put that dress out that day. A man had brought in a whole bunch of different clothes in a box, and that she didn't know nothing about it, and the owner was not there that day, and she had went ahead, go ahead and put it out in the window, but she did not know the price that the owner would want to sell it for. So Stacy told her problem to Bridget, her friend, and Bridget and Stacy devised a plan that she would sell her the dress for $5, since her boss did not know where the dress come from or even knew about the dress. So Stacy got the dress for $5 and was very happy. The next day, Stacy was at home getting ready for the dance. She started preparing many hours ahead, and that evening she did her hair, beautiful golden hair, long hair down her back, and she just had it nice, and her makeup was nice, and then she put on her beautiful lacy dress. She stood in the mirror and looked at it and twirled around and was very happy. But something was wrong. Stacy began to feel nauseous. She didn't understand. She thought she may be coming down with something. She said she wouldn't tell her mother because her mother would make her stay home from the dance that night. So Stacy stayed in her bedroom till it was time to go to the dance. But as the dance drew closer and closer, Stacy began to get more sick, deathly sick. She lay down on her bed, hopefully that would help her ease her stomach and ease her feeling that she was having. She looked in the mirror before she did, and she noticed she was becoming very pale, very pale. As she laid down, she felt a tingling in her legs, and all of a sudden she felt her legs no more. Same way with her arms. She could not move her hands, arms, legs, and finally she drifted off. Minutes later, her mother come in to check on Stacy and seen her lifeless body laying on the bed. She rushed to her and screamed, "Stacy!" But it was too late. Stacy was dead. All of a sudden, she heard a knock on the door. She ran to the door, and it was Bridget, begging to see Stacy. And her mother said, "Stacy's no longer here. She has died." And Bridget cried out. And Bridget said, "I'm too late." And Stacy's mom said, "Why? What's wrong?" She said the dress that she bought from the store yesterday. I found out who it came from. The local mortician had brought in a bunch of clothes of a woman who had died into town that was given to him with the body, and that the body was in was a lacy white dress. And he removed the dress off the body and put it in a box and give it to the local thrift store. And it was that dress that Stacy had on that night. When the autopsy was done on Stacy, guess what they found? Her body was fully embalmed. Happy Halloween.